Everybody's here and doing good. Tux was on the front porch though. I was just fixing to call you. Did you hear me call somebody else? Hi, come on up. Come on. Come on, Tux. Tux. Tux, come on. Tux. Tux, this way. This way, honey. Come on. Oh, there goes Dawn. Very quick to get the paper. Tux, can you show him how you come up when you're called? Come on. Come on, bud. That's a good boy. Come here's your food. Let's put it on the heater so it won't get froze too quick. I think Don said we went down to 94, listen to me, 19. And it's 24 out here right now. The one nice thing though was at midnight we were still sitting at like 22. It didn't get dark really early and it's real still out here. There's a driveway alert. Sometimes Don's unicycle sets it off even though he's not a car. Hey. You just look like you're just holding on, just trying to stay warm.
Yeah, it's cold.
Well, hopefully we're back to our slightly above average winter weather after today, tonight. It's going to gradually warm up all week and then it's going to be warm. I'll take it. There will be no complaints from me. None, zero, nada. It's just hard for me to take video or pictures of Dusty when I'm the one out here working with him. He's doing fine. I just cleaned his box and gave him fresh paper up at the front here and gave him some food and had him, when I opened the door, he comes running into my lap. It's all good. He's hanging in there. He's warm down here. It's, I fell behind a little bit. It's 46 though. It's plenty warm in here. He's got his heating pad still too, so. You don't get to do anything the first time without being filmed. That's just the way it is.
So I get to use this thing, huh? Oh.
Well, you're used to using the electric shaver up there, just not that one. It shouldn't be that different.
Yeah, it does feel.
Is it tickle? Is it like a massage?
No, it's just, you know, it feels the same. A little noisier. There's more heads.
More heads.
Yeah, but. Yeah, okay. Well, I guess it's done. Give me back, instead of taking 3 minutes, it takes...
So not for your face at all, just for your...
No.
Oh, it's face too? Okay. Oh, wow. Well, if it does a better job than that other name brand Norelco, I'll be really happy. Because it's not Don's fault. That other razor, the blades are so darn expensive, and it really... It really wasn't doing a good job anymore. It wasn't that Don wasn't using it. Wow, that seems... Let's see.
Oh, yeah. Every bit as good as the job. That quick.
And that quick, without having to overwork it.
Yeah.
Way cool.
Yeah, give me, 60 seconds. Because when you get old, every minute counts.
Well, Don, yeah, Don had really researched this thing. So,
yeah, it's funny. It had like 1,500 4.5 star. I mean, this thing, the people, they liked it. And so
is it okay to hold on to it even with the extra short handle? Did that work okay with that one?
Like that? Yeah, like a
yeah.
It's
okay, way cool.
We'll see.
It's walk time. Boy, after our morning blood sugar, we really need this walk. We need it bad. It's 39 out here. WeatherBug says it feels like 36. It's reasonably pleasant. There's no wind. Makes all the difference in the world. We're just doing our normal weekday walk. We got started a little late today. It's, what time is it, Donnie? It's like 1 o'clock or something? Yeah. We got up late. We went for our walk late. Johnny's headed to his father's house in a little bit, so I'll get home in time to see him off, I guess, too. Well, it sure is nice to see those blue skies. You can hear the birds today instead of construction. We've mostly been throwing large sticks, branches, twigs off the trail. But a few pieces of trash that have been blown around. Yeah, I like looking over at the splash pad and thinking of warm summer days. There's basically one pogo player here stopped. That's a pogo stopping position there for that car, I think. And nobody else up here but us. It's really not that bad though. It's got to be the warmest part of the day and it's not windy. There's a couple of kids on the playground. One family. I guess this could be their car. Probably not though, since it's running. Doesn't matter. I want to go out and play with the drone, practice, but I'm waiting for my iPhone to charge up. Dawn is in the garage straightening and listening to a podcast. I'm going to break open the lighthouse. I think that's what I want to do. I apologize for the extra glare, but I wanted to give you guys a look at what was in the lighthouse box. So there are 13 bag steps, which we have discussed before. Some steps have more than one bag. And inside some of the bags, there's another little bag. Usually 3 bowls, 3 containers is good for opening up a bag step and keeping it separated. This kit was 2,065 parts. So it's biggish, but not super huge. This box contains the lighthouse lens. This is the motor to turn the lens. And this bag has a couple more little lights and some of the rock structure at the base of the lighthouse. This is the first time I've seen the book come in its own cardboard thing, but that's the instruction book. And this is the 32 by 32 base plate, which I have not looked to see what color it is yet. I think it's going to be gray. So there you have it. I'm not in any rush to put it together. I'm just going to enjoy it, and it'll go pretty easy because I'm not hunting parts, and it'll just be lots of fun, and I already know where I want to put it, and I'm excited to get started with it. The base plate is actually dark blue like water. Okay, that makes sense to me too. There's 2 books. This thick one that's in landscape is the first one, and then portrait mode book is the second one. I'm really not sure if I'd prefer to have the instructions up on my computer or have the book beside me. It's a toss-up. There is some interesting information in the book that I was interested to read. It talks about the history of lighthouses, the tallest one, the first one to use electricity, etc. This one is not a specific lighthouse, but is sort of meant to embody the feel and look of all the lighthouses around the world. And Lego has come up with some specific parts for the Fresnel lens. I'm not going to open that up or look at it until I'm ready to install it, because I think that'll be well worth waiting for. It shows the designer, the Lego Ideas person, 20-year-old animation student from Canada, Sandro Quattrini. And then it shows the designers at Lego that took his build and turned it into what we actually have in the box. And these, you know, this stuff is fun, kind of fun to read at the beginning. And then I'm just showing you here, this is bags 1 through 5, what you're going to build along the step as you would expect. It starts out by building up the rock base. And 6 and 7 is the home on top and mounting it to... Kind of looks like we have to have some wires at the bottom that are going to feed up to the lens. But the very first thing, the boat in bag 1, I could see it in there. Well, bag 1 went no trouble. Looks like bag 2 is actually going to lay the motor, battery box, and a couple of little lights down. I was a little perplexed. These 2 gold round flat pieces, they're not used anywhere. You know, there's always leftovers at the end of each bag, always. And they're always parts, or typically are parts you've used in the build. And these 2 and this would often be used as a table leg or something. They weren't used in the 37 steps it took to do bag 1, and I double checked it. So that's a little odd. They don't usually give you parts that you don't use. So I don't know what those are for. I'll probably look it up. Somebody online will verify what you were supposed to have left over at the end of bag 1. Like I said, usually it's a little part, something you could have lost, something you could break, something, you know, it's good to have a spare because everybody doesn't have parts like me lying around. I don't know. It's 3:30, so if I'm going to go fly the drone for a few minutes to practice today, I need to go do that. My phone should be charged up. I'll probably work on bag 2 when I come back in a little bit. The hood on the lens is off. The arms, wings are propped out. The battery's inserted. The camera card is inserted. I have screwed the knobs back on, inserted my phone, plugged it in. Dawn's little modification to my case, which I haven't noticed not once today when walking with it and playing pogo, doesn't matter. It is allowing it to plug in correctly. I've got the app up. I've silenced the Ring notifications because I don't want to be bothered with them, and I think I'm ready to go outside and try to power it on. So let's go. Drone equipment in the house and forgot my vlogging camera. Brr. Dawn and I are waiting for our leftover piece of meat to heat up. We got one piece of cheesecake left. It's all good. The drone practice went great, but nothing exciting to shoot. And I'm doing bag 2 here while dinner heats up. So the battery box is what was in the piece of cardboard, not the lens. The lens is a multitude of these clear Lego pieces to build it, not a big chunky thing or anything. I've got my 6 AA batteries installed, and I plugged in the light, and you can see there's 2 LEDs. In the middle is off and either direction is powered. I'm sure that has to do with which way the motor goes. The fact that this particular battery box and on-off switch has a left and a right, so to speak. Anyway, these are often used in like to light up car headlights or something. I'm sure they're going into the lens. Alright, I've got bag 2 on. Let's see what happens when there's a worm gear here. Let's see what happens when I turn this on. The worm gear's moving and the lights are on. And it does reverse the rotation up and down here. It's always good to check that things are moving properly along the way, and I would say we're all good. So I'm stopping here for tonight. It's 5:30. Our meat's ready to eat. Our cheesecake's waiting on us. It's time to stop.